Hi, I'm Sheri. This is my daughter Hannah, her best friend Monica, and Monica's mom Jo. We ditched our Sydney winter for a USA road trip through 8 states during a heat wave before competing in the Ninja Warrior World Championships in Anaheim. In this episode, we visit Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, Canyonlands National Park, and the Arches National Park. It is 7:05 and we're doing Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, but the sun is a bit low, so it's hard to see. Well, you can see the canyons, but they're not spectacular yet. So we're going to drive all the way to the end of the south rim, and then we're going to come back when the sun is a little bit higher at least. And then we're going to go to another national park. We woke up here, so we did stay in one of the parking lots, which you're not supposed to do, but we did it, and it was fine. And then we're going to Canyonlands after this. Another thing they do during long trips when they're bored is they play Celebrity Head with a whiteboard. So they've got a whiteboard back there and they're playing Celebrity Head. That's what they do when there's no reception, I should say. So they do a few different things. That's one of them.
Am I a thing? Yeah. New Hampshire!
The sun is up a bit more now, so it's highlighting the canyons. And doesn't it look spectacular? Girls are still in the van. Some of the lookouts require just a little bit of a walk to get out to them, but it's very pretty on the walk. We saw a tiny little chipmunk. There's lots of animals in this park. There's black bears, bighorn sheep, a bunch of different kinds of non-venomous snakes, different kinds of rodents, like, wait, is that a rodent? Marmots and chipmunks. I'm not sure if those are rodents, but lots of different animals in here, but we haven't seen heaps, just some birds and a chipmunk. These trees are 600 to 800 years old, the sign said, and they're all twisted because the wind just kind of twists them around as they age, so they look all like decrepit. But they're still alive, they still thrive. Here's another view of the painted rocks. The black layers were volcanic, I think. And here, it's just a drop, so don't fall off. This is how tall the painted wall is, or the cliffs, they call it the painted wall. It is, does it actually say? 2,250 feet, which is 685 meters. Pretty crazy. There's a hat you can buy at the visitor center. Are you gonna get it?
Of course.
What have you got, girls?
Oh, guys, an owl, a skunk, a fox, another skunk. Oh no, this is a beaver. This is a squirrel, and this is skunk.
And
Fox, I don't know.
here's a fun fact. Skunks smell like pot when you harvest it. I only know that because my parents live near a pot farm, and when I went to their house,
No one can touch me.
we were driving there and I was like, what is that smell? Did a skunk die? And they were like, no, that's the pot farm. Fun fact. We just left the national park and they're doing road works, so we couldn't get the sign on the way in because the sign where you pull off was just piles of gravel and we couldn't really stop. So we decided we'd get it on the way out, and they had one lane open and we were the only ones going through at the time, going out. So we just stopped and we ran across the road and we took the photos, and then as we kept going, the sign guy just shook his head at us, and because people were waiting at the other side, but there weren't that many cars. There were like 6 cars, and we literally took like 1 minute, but we had to get our photo. We came all this way to a national park. We have to get a photo with the sign. I don't know what I just dropped. Oh, my phone. Another weird find on our way to Canyonlands. This is a random petrol station and jerky and all of that, so we're gonna go in and have a look. There's also this Cars car and the mystery machine over there. It has seen better days, this car. There's a lot of poop in here. Even the bathroom is space themed. We're almost to Canyonlands, and this is the view coming in. The rocks back there almost looked greenish, kind of like on the mountain there. You can see it. And this is the view in front of us. That would be so hot. It's very hot.
They even have coverage over there.
Thankfully, we got our fans at Walmart, and we put those on at night when it's hot. And then we recharge them with USB during the day while we're driving, and they are a lifesaver. We're at Canyonlands National Park. We're going to see the view from near the visitor station. Just a short walk from the car. And a couple days ago, a father and daughter were out hiking the most strenuous hike in this area, and they got lost and didn't bring enough water, and they actually died. So gotta be careful out there. If you're gonna go hiking in the summer out here, go in the early morning. Wow, look at this view. And there's a road down there.
Down at the bottom, we can't quite see the
all the way down there.
intersection, but this road going out,
There's a road.
and then goes off to the right. We can see it going to the right there.
There's also a road on the lip there. That's absolutely terrifying. I would not want to go on that. There it is. There's the lip road. But there's no side rail. It just goes down. That's terrifying. There's a car on it, you guys. Look. It's not very wide, too. I don't think it would fit two cars, would it? Oh, maybe it would. There he goes. Oh, yeah, it would. And then he's going to come up here, I think. Does it come up here? Oh, look, here it comes. There he goes. Here's another view. And that kind of looks like Monument Valley, but it's not, obviously. It's only about 100 degrees, so I'll have to put what that is in Celsius. But it feels so hot, but now there's a breeze, as you can see, and it feels amazing. And I'm wondering if it feels so hot because it's like a, you know, like in cities, it's like a concrete jungle and the heat reflects off and just makes things feel hotter. I wonder if it's like that because it's just all rock. Because it definitely feels hotter than it should. Guys, we thought this would not happen, but wait, the front plate, hang on.
Go and have a look. The front plate's different, Sheri.
That says Arizona, but the front plate says Hawaii. Okay, his front plate, he must have imported his car from Hawaii. He must be from Hawaii. And he kept his front plate, and it definitely said Hawaii, but his back plate was Arizona. But it still counts because his front plate was Hawaii. We're gonna try and get it at the next stop because he was coming back and we didn't want to just like film his license plate like weirdos. So we will see at the next stop unless he's going the other direction.
And you know here how you don't need a front plate?
Yeah, you don't need a front plate here. So,
Well, you don't need a back plate, can't you?
no, you don't need a front plate. You have to have a back plate in some states. They have a nice 1 mile rim walk, but we will not be doing that today because it is hot. And we don't want to be like those other hikers who died. But this is Grand View, and it does look like it's going to be a grand view. At this national park, there are 4 different sections, and we went to Island in the Sky, which is the one that's best for driving. The others you can hike or it's 4-wheel driving, but if you only have limited time and if you just want to drive, so today it's really hot, we didn't want to hike. If you want to do that, it's best to do Island in the Sky. Okay, this is the Arches National Park. It is 5:57 p.m. and it's still really hot. So 102 Fahrenheit, but it feels really hot, hotter than that. So we are going to have a look at some of the stops that we can see just from the car getting out, and then we're going to go up to, what's that one called, Joe?
Delicate Arch.
Delicate Arch, and we're going to have dinner, and then we're going to hike to it for sunset. And this is the third park of the day. The things we find on the side of the road. Don't forget your crack balls.